Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Nio Stock and why I actually think Nio Stock is going to hit $300 in the next couple of years. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about Nio and why I think Nio Stock right now is a very good buy at $43.22, and why I think Nio Stock is going to hit $300 over the next couple of years. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but let's dive in and let's talk about Nio. So if you guys don't know what Nio actually does, Nio is an EV company based out of China, right? They produce luxury EV cars. Taking a look at kind of Nio's little growth story here, looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018 at $6, basically up 620% ever since its IPO. But if we take a look at the 1-year chart, it's up 1,779%. So people can definitely say that Nio stock is a very huge growth stock. And I say this because, the EV market in itself is a very explosive market. It's a market that's definitely been getting a lot of attention, and it's a market that's really trying to get overutilized. Now, the reason why I think Nio Stock is going to hit $300 over the next couple of years is obviously there's a multitude of reasons, but one, it's Nio's differentiation and its overall competition in itself, or basically what makes Nio different than other EV competitors. Now, we see that competition is definitely ramping up as far as the EV market goes. You have Tesla, obviously the dominant EV leader. You have Fisker, you have Nio, you have Lucid Motors. You have all these big time EV companies that are kind of coming to the game right now and really wanting to make a name for themselves altogether, which is completely normal. I mean, people have seen the huge amount of growth that the EV market has started to sustain, and how much the EV market is going to be growing over the next 5 to 10 years. You even have general car makers, Volkswagen, Ford, Nissan, all these big time companies are now starting to put a little bit more focus on producing a better and kind of EV car that can kind of overall just compete with the market in itself. And the reason they're doing this is because they know that this is where the money is. They know that this is where the future is actually going to be headed. Now, if we dive in a little bit deeper and really take a look about Nio, right now, Nio is an EV leader based out of China. Nio is basically the top EV company based out of China, or at least one that was actually founded in China. I know Tesla has made its appearance in China. It's really starting to expand, but Nio has a lot of stuff going for it that really makes Nio stock a really good buy right now at $43.22. One, it's just Nio's overall fact that Nio is growing very, very quickly. So we have plans that we know that Nio is going to be dropping a brand new sedan, and they also plan on dropping a whole new product line as well, which makes the company very appetizing because they know that they're not just trying to appeal to a specific type of client, but they're trying to basically appeal to all sorts of clientele for people to actually want to buy their vehicles altogether. And another thing that really makes Nio kind of a very good buy right now, it's perfection of the self-autonomous driving technology. And Nio trying to kind of roll that out into a whole nother service. So, there's a lot of EV companies right now that are racing all together to kind of try to perfect the self-autonomous driving technology, the self-driving chip. But Nio doesn't stop there. It actually wants to roll it all together into a robo-taxi delivery service. Basically, cars all around China that can drive, pick people up, and drop them off with nobody actually physically in the car. Not only is it a very brilliant idea, but it's also very innovative, and it also does set Nio basically apart from the competition in itself. But if we dive in a little bit deeper, Nio also trying to work on perfecting a bigger and better battery. But the big thing that puts Nio apart from its other competitors is Nio's battery as a service. And what I mean by this is Nio is trying to make it so that customers can have a lower cost of ownership altogether, that customers can basically afford a Nio vehicle and make it cheaper for them. So, Nio is planning on putting these battery swap stations all around China, basically that they can swap out the vehicle or swap out the battery when it starts to run low in just short 3 minutes and then continue on their way. Not only is it super innovative, but Nio is the only EV company that's actually doing this, which does set itself apart from its competition. Not only that, so those are only things that Nio in itself are actually doing to try to make itself as a better company, but we haven't even dived in about really how fast the EV market is actually growing. Now, we do know that Nio is moving into Europe. It's going to start selling into cars in Europe the second half of 2021, which is this year. And we also know that there's rumors that Nio is actually planning on also moving to the United States as well. So this does put Nio in a very huge growth story scenario. Nio is starting to expand. It's trying to outbreak its turf outside of China and really make its brand known all over the world. But if we dive in and we actually take a look, there's still a lot of ground to cover in China as far as the EV market in itself and the overall growth that it's going to be experiencing. Now, they expect, the EV market to grow by 50% over the next 10 years. So this is actually absolutely huge. We see that the EV market is growing, but specifically in China, there's still so much more ground to cover that this is definitely going to push Nio stock upward. So Nio in itself is a huge growth story. Nio in itself is going to be growing for a very long time. I think Nio is an absolute buy at $43.22. And as technology continues to advance, as technology continues to get better, and as, Nio continues to make its brand known all over the world, more people are going to be buying the stock and more people are going to be buying Nio's cars as well. If we take a look at Nio's cash flows altogether, they've all turned positive. That means that Nio is getting very, very close to being profitable as a company. Now, if you guys don't know, Nio currently operates at a loss, meaning that the company currently is not making any money, but that's going to change soon as we see Nio's deliveries are now starting to go up. Now that they've expanded into Europe and they have plans to expand into Europe, we definitely see that Nio's deliveries are definitely going to continue skyrocketing over the next couple of months, but Nio has come such a long way in such a short amount of time. Tesla did not make this ground cover, and people say this time and time again that Nio is never going to be the next Tesla, but I can almost say with certainty that Nio is going to be the Tesla of China. I know that Nio is going to be a top EV company. It's one of the EV companies that have approval from a lot of people, even analysts getting a lot more bullish. We had a Deutsche analyst the other day basically say, that right now is a very good time to continue to buy Nio stock. He sees the long-term growth prospect. He sees the long-term growth that what Nio can actually offer. And people have to understand that, yes, it takes time. It takes time for these companies to grow. But I want people to know, if you're buying Nio stock, just be patient with it. It's definitely a longer term play, but one that's definitely going to pay off if you have the patience and you really see the huge growth story that Nio is bringing as the EV market continues to grow and as the EV market continues to expand. This is going to drive Nio stock up to all-time highs. Yes, the stock has not really been doing that well as of recent. If we take a look at the 3-month chart, down 5.82%, and even taking a look at the 1-month chart, it's down 28% of its overall stock value. We did see that the EV market did have a little bit of a pullback, but for me, I'm not really too worried about that pullback altogether, because for me, I have a longer term vision of Nio. I know that Nio is going to be a great company one day. I know that Nio is definitely getting the approval of all sorts of investors. It's getting the approval of the people who are actually buying the cars in themselves. So right now is actually a spectacular time to buy Nio stock, and this is why I think Nio stock is going to hit $300. I don't think Nio stock is going to stop here anytime soon. Nio is going to continue to grow, and Nio is going to continue to expand, and as the EV market continues to evolve over the years, this is going to drive Nio stock price upward. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Nio stock. Do you guys think Nio stock is a good buy at $43.24? Do you guys think Nio stock is going to hit $300? I'm very curious to know what your thoughts, guys, are in the comment section below. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.